anyone, who really wants to do the whole, what did they say, 9 yards? It's both sides of the story. Has to be. But awareness, the amount of human beings that are aware can probably, I doubt if it's even reached a gene pool yet. In other words, I doubt that there's more than 80 people on the planet that are aware. I mean, when I speak of awareness, I'm speaking of something deeply exalted. It is truly about our potential to see. And this is what can be trained. And this is something that's, this is the goal. This is what it's all about. Yeah. Anyway, so much for that. Second semester, I'm going to change the time slot for you so that, after all, you're the long-term student, so I'm going to give you the extra hour of sleep, particularly for those of you out on the West Coast, so that in the new semester, this class will be at 7 o'clock. That's my local times. 6 GMT. What's 6 GMT now? Right. Okay. So there'll be a time change, but you'll see that. Registration opens. Okay, Kathy, you got a question?
Yeah, Ron. One of the things is that having the questions before the class is just the weirdest thing. I never, all my questions come after the class, which I realize, might be not self, but I don't have anyone, the next day, and there's some really rich things I wish I could ask you about after the class. Is there any chance of that?
Well, I'm always open to different approaches. Those of you out there, if you think that the question period would be better after the class, would you just type a letter so your bulb turns green and I take a count? In other words, would you like questions before the no, let me keep that simple. If you would like to have the question period after the class, please print something.
Questions.
Okay, yeah, that's hard to follow. Can you do that again? But don't enter it. I just want to see how many it goes green. That's the easiest way to count that. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. That's about half and half. So, let me see how we can handle this. What about if I set a time that would be not class time at all? Let's say once a week, where there could be a question period. What about that? If you would like that, for example, if you would like a separate question period, stands on its own timing. If you agree with that,
Time.
Let me see. No. Okay. Poof. Don't know.
Poof.
I'll process it, Kathy. I'll ask some other classes, and I'll check it out and see. Yeah. Anyway. My final comment, because I'm running over time here and I need a break, is to thank all of you. Because it's been great. Again, second semester, it starts on Monday, by the way. The registration opens up. By the way, go take a look, because you'll see on Monday that the jam player is even more incredible than before. And you don't have to do anything, by the way, because with this new setup, everything is done, and you don't have to change your player or anything like that. But you're going to see some incredible additions, and in the IHDS as well, where the courses are all presented differently, so it's easier to access them with lots of information and illustrations and blah 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 and all of that stuff.
Blah, blah, blah.
There's an early bird discount, so before December the 1st, it's $100 off. And other than that, I do hope that if you have a chance, then all of you will participate in at least something that's going on January the 11th for the 20th anniversary party, and I hope to see you there. And I'm working on the virtual champagne. I really am. I'm doing the best I can. And yeah, anyway, it's been great. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the new semester. For those of you that are auditing, yeah, I'll be out of the classroom for about 10 minutes. Ciao.